Bring your lunch pails, fellas. I need to see that workman attitude today. We gotta get better today. What I want to know is, who's ready to get better?
Down! You 180! Blue 80, that's it! Down! 180! 180, we're good, we're good! 180! Where's it? Hot, hot, hot! Monday, down! 180! It's a hot, hot, hot! Down! 185! What's up? Down! 180! That's hot! White down! Blue 80! That's hot! Down! Blue 80! Where's it? Hot! Down! You 180! Where's it? Hot! Down! 180! That's it! Monday, down! 180! What's it? Hot, hot, hot! Down! 180! Blue 80, what's up? Down! 185! Where's it? Hot, hot, hot! White
This
down.
is your last
180.
opportunity. Let's go for gold.
Where's it? Hot, hot, hot!
Hey, big fella, swing over here. Let's talk. We've been talking about you getting better every week. And you know what? Today you got better. Let's keep it up.
Down! Blue 80! What's up? Down! Blue 80! That's hot! Down! 180! 180, we're good, we're good! You 180! That's hot! Monday, down! 180! Where's it? Hot! Down! 180! Where's it? Hot! 185! That's it! White down. 180. Push it hard, hard, hard. Down. Blue 80. Blue 80. What's up? Down. Blue 80. Push it hard, hard, hard. Down! 180! 180, we're good, we're good! You 180! Let's say hard, hard, hard! Monday, down! 180! What's up? Down! 180! That's up! Down! 185! That's it! White down! 180! Push it hard! Down! Blue 80! Push it hard! Down! Blue 80! That's it! Down! 180! 180, we're good, we're good! You 180! Push it hard, hard, hard! Monday, down! 180! Blue 80, what's up? Down! 180! Push it hard, hard, hard! Down! 185! Push it hard, hard, hard! White down! 180! What's up? Down! Blue 80! That's hot! Down! Blue 80! That's hot!
Listen up, fellas. I think we all know what today was. Today simply wasn't good enough. We have high aspirations as a team. If we want to get there, we got to raise our game. Today was not good enough. Next practice, I want it better.
Push it hard! Monday, down! 180! Push it hard! Here we go! Down! 180! That's it! Down! 185! Push it hard, hard. Get down, get down. White down. White 80. Blue 80. What's up? Down. Blue 80. Push it hard, hard. Down. Blue 80. Push it hard, hard. Down. 180. 180. We're good. We're good. What's up? Monday. Down. 180. That's up. Down. 180. That's up. Down. 185. Push it hard.
All right, gentlemen, you must have had your oats this morning because today was a great practice.
White down. 180. 5 down. Push it on. Down. Blue 80. That's up. Down. Blue 80. Push it hard. Down. Blue 80. That's up. Monday, down. You push it hard. Down. 180. Deuce right, chief. Push it hard. Down. 180. What's up? White down. White 85. That's up. Down. White 80. That's up. Down. Blue 80. Push it hard. Down. Push it on. Monday, down. Blue 80. That's it. Down. You wide 80. Push it hard. Down. 180. Blue 80. Set. White down. White 80. Push it hard. Down. White 80. Push it hard. Down. 180. What's up? Down. 180. 180. We're good. Blue 8. That's up. Monday, down. Blue 80. That's it. Down. You white 80. White Monday. Push it hard. Down. 180. Push it on. White down. White 80. That's it. Down. White 85. Push it hard. Down. White 80. Blue 80. What's up? Down. 180. 180. We're good. Push it hard. Monday, down. Blue 80. Listen, hut, hut, hut. Down! Blue 80! White, 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 white! What's up?
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the east side of the Bay Bridge in Oakland, California. The pregame festivities here in Oakland have to be seen to be believed. This crowd in silver and black, they are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Denver Broncos. Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And off we go from Oakland. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Shotgun now for Carr. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Check, 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 check. Gun.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
On first down, right back to Lindsay. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On second down, a run with Lindsay. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Arden Key, the ex-LSU Tiger, there on the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle. That's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Back at his home state, Royce Freeman getting the carry. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Looking to throw on second down. Flacco, and he'll get it down this time to the 17. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is, finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
First down, Denver. Flag! 20! 59. Quit talking about it and bring it.
Now a carry for Lindsey. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2 as they've got it second down and 11. On second and 11 now. Flacco, and that's complete to the tight end Hireman. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Already a pair of third down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this third down try. Flacco from the gun. And it's caught. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Well, they do get 5 there, but it's not enough. And it'll be fourth down. So on fourth down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And McManus able to put it through. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal. You did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
A gain of 13, it's a first down.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. 47's the mic. 47's the mic. Express.
On second down, Jacobs. And this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get him behind the line twice in a row. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
29. 29. All day, just like that. Just like that. Check, 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 check.
From the gun, it's Carr. Got a man, it's complete. Williams. Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The end result, 21 yards.
Raiders first down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Bill, you right, Eddie? 51's the mark. Come on, baby, come on, let's go.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll take this one down to the 36. 2 yards on the Pick up there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the Broncos' 36-yard line.
For the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Second quarter, 2-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
He's going to fire one deep into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2. Kyle Wilbur there to make the stop. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Flacco looks to throw. The Sanders has got it complete. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Flacco will come to the line, 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Now it's Lindsey. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On 2nd and 11 now. Flacco. Pitch and catch complete to Hireman. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that?
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Barring a flag, final play here for Flacco and company. Trying to lay one up into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Curtis Riley. Past the 20. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he's going to go down in the field of play. So they say no to the field goal try, and time has run out on this first half. So we come upon halftime. 6-3 is our score. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime report. Coach, the Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Operating out of the gun, Flacco. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Let's go, First down, Broncos. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
On first down, Lindsey, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. They'll go again with Lindsey. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Third down, Flacco needs a decent chunk of yardage. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Well, we got a second. Let's look ahead to Week 7 and what's on the slate. Things start out Thursday night. Kansas City at Denver, divisional battle.
Suddenly an interesting game. Kansas City having lost their last 2, and Denver now playing defense as we expected. But how about the NFL 100 game of the week? Oakland at Green Bay, a rematch.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now Carr to try again after the pick six. He's going to rifle one deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Tyrell Williams, 75 yards. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Fielded about a yard deep. Pushing through the contact. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Davis now to return it. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
They give it off here to the tight end. And some space here. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. A big play that time for the Raiders. 84 yards. So that's about as long a non-scoring play as you're going to see from inside their own 10 to 1st and goal. They'll run it with Jacobs. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On 2nd and goal. Carr. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Back now in the East Bay. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these 2 teams as we get set for the 4th quarter.
Mike 51. What we got? Go. Check your mind. Watch the end. Check 31.
Carr now on 3rd and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Carlson on for the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now Flacco. And that's complete to Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there, 1st down. First and 10 here for Flacco. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. A huge play there for Denver. 41 yards. Flacco. This will be caught at about the 6. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. Flacco on the give to Lindsey. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Oakland offense about ready to start this next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they... Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. They get the pick. Now what can Flacco do on 1st down?
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Carr, he's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A good way there to have him bounce back from the interception last drive. Something underneath, a little bit of rhythm going.
I know the best ones in the league have supreme confidence, but every now and then you need a little booster, don't you? This is their way of protecting him and bringing him back, and then they'll turn him loose later, I would think.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, that one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a 1-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. LaMarcus Joyner just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Setting up to throw, Flacco. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket.
59 mark, 59 mark. Ball. You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me. 80. Check. 59.
They're going to try it. Here's Flacco. On the crossing route, complete. That's Spencer. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throw complete here. Flacco to Sanders. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Flacco. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. From his linebacker spot, Montez perfect with a sack. That one into the hands of Hamilton. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. They'll look to throw. The quick slant caught. And now this is going to depend. And they say he's just short. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. In his own end zone, it's Carr. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this is going to be recovered in the end zone. And he's got a Super Bowl touchdown. Now McManus for the extra point. And he has got it. So barring something crazy on the kickoff, we're looking at an extra period to decide this one. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll run here with Lindsey. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now it's Flacco. It's caught by Sanders. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Another run by Lindsey. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 16 yards, a 1st down. The CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something.
And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see a 3-time Pro Bowler, Derek Carr, leading the Oakland Raiders as they take on Phillip Rivers and the LA Chargers. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach. Well, after 3 years as the home of the Chargers, it is most likely the final regular season home game at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, Week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the Oakland Raiders and our home team. From up top, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles Davis, as always, with me as well. And CD, defenses better be on their toes in this one because we got two quarterbacks who love to throw the football, and they throw it very well.
Over 4,000 yards each in the previous season. So what you're saying is, if you're a defender, I hope you're prepared properly. Hydrated, stretched, be on your toes, as you said, because the ball's coming your way.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. They'll be led out by the veteran quarterback out of NC State. It's Phillip Rivers.
I'm actually old enough to remember him hitting the league, and so many people are talking about his throwing motion at the time. A little bit unorthodox. No one talks about it anymore except in admiration. The ball gets to the target really well and usually with big production.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards.
Defense.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. And you can bet they're going to lean on him quite a bit, obviously. They did last week. It was over 100 yards also. AFC Player of the Week is announced Wednesday.
And until they take that away, I would continue to lean on him. Try and have another award for him, one in this game. But when you look back at last week and you saw how he was able to find holes in defense, but it's also the run after the catch. That's what made it impressive.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. That is caught. It's Benjamin for the Charger touchdown. Travis Benjamin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. So now it's the Raiders' turn to go on offense for the first time. They're led out by their quarterback out of Fresno State, Derek Carr.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A look now at the Oakland offense.
And there's offensive tackle Trent Brown, signed away from New England in the offseason on a 4-year, $66 million deal to protect his new quarterback in Oakland, Derek Carr. No stranger to the Bay Area. First 3 years in the league, where with San Francisco as a 49er, he can play left or right tackle.
Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining.
6-18.
Shotgun now for Carr. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big third down pickup of 20 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Running is Jacobs. And an alley to run. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 20 yards on both of those plays back-to-back there. They are moving now. It's another 1st down. 24th pick in the spring by Oakland was Josh Jacobs. Only rushed for 640 yards last year at Alabama, but when you consider the offensive depth chart they had, it makes it understandable. So young, won't turn 22 until February, and they're really hoping that the veteran presence of 30-year-old Doug Martin can be a guiding light for Jacobs. On 2nd and 12, Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play. And that's going to lead him to 4th down. They go with Jacobs. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the gun, it's Carr. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Darren Waller, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. On the ground, Richard. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. From the gun, Carr. And he's got it. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Jalen Richard, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point, because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. This is taken at his 4. A marker down. He does get it up past the 25. Will it hold? Let's see.
Face mask. Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. The numbers a week ago for Melvin Gordon: 12 carries, 51 yards.
How about we shine a little spotlight on the offensive line? Those big guys up front are creating nice space, nice gaps for them to run through. I think he's going to go for over 100 yards in this game.
That throw into the arms of Allen. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now Gordon on first down. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now Rivers throw into the hands of Gordon. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Here's Rivers. That is caught. It's Benjamin for the Charger touchdown. Travis Benjamin with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. A check on Jacobs from a week ago. 16 carries, 76 yards.
He's been a huge part of their winning streak because he establishes not just an identity and a tone, but the team relies on it. He takes care of the football, he gains yardage for him, chews up clock, and that's been a big part of why they're winning games lately.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And he's got some space here. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 16 yards, a first down. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
From midfield, here's Carr. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Joey Bosa has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. On 2nd down, it's Jacobs. Give him 3 yards on the run. Now they'll need to drop something good here on 3rd and 13. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13.
52, watch 52. 52's the mic. Let's go, defense. White Monday down. All right, here we go. Watch the ship. Express. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Ship.
Operating from the gun. Carr is going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Here now a look at Melvin Gordon. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Could do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play caller.
50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. They'll run on first down. Gordon. And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Rivers to throw it. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. That one good for 13 and a Charger first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in there when they connected there and picked up a first down.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. The Chargers on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd down and 12. To throw, Rivers. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. Rivers now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Rivers hands off to Eckler. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
11 yards there, 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Carr completes it, and he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there at 22. Carr now on 1st down. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Last play, they went over 20 yards. This time, they topped 30. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Again, it's Carr. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now Carr again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
Dancing to his left. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Derek Carr. As the first half is winding down, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. The Charger drive about to get going. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Hard to believe, but the regular season starting to draw to a close. We've got the final Sunday night game of the year coming up later tonight. Matt Nagy and the Bears hosting his mentor, Andy Reid, and the Kansas City Chiefs. That'll be a good one from Frigid Soldier Field. And then tomorrow night, the final Monday night game of the year, Packers and Vikings from Minneapolis. Carr going to throw. That's caught by Waller out left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider first down. Second year in Oakland for Waller after being signed off the Ravens practice squad, but only 6 catches, 75 yards a season ago. Then he got a lot of hype in the offseason following OTAs. Their offensive coordinator saying, yeah, Darren, you have that position. Coach Gruden went as far as to say, Darren, you have the chance of a lifetime here. Well, now it's time for Darren Waller to go out there and prove it. From the 45 on second down, Carr hauling it in, Nelson. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a first down on a gain of 10. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
Wait, 89!
On first down, it's Gordon. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. On 3rd down, Rivers. And that is incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. The Chargers, a team that's really been plagued by poor field goal kicking the last decade or so, but I think they feel they've solved their problems with Badgley.
I would say so. He went 15 for 16 in 10 games last season, undrafted out of Miami. And remember, he had 5 field goals in the playoffs against the Baltimore Ravens.
Derek Carr getting set and ready to go again on offense here. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. So let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down now, Richard, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
The first carry for Josh Adams. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Stays on his feet, and he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 4 yards the pickup, first down. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Joey Bosa in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He's got his man, it's Williams. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Carr. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. And the pressure gets to him again. The old Cal Bear, Brandon Mebane, gets the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
And an alley to run. Touchdown, alley. Touchdown number 7 on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This one fielded at the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team, because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again?
And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Joey Bosa, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. To throw, it's Carr. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Joey Bosa, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. To throw is Carr, and this is incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And now, boy, the ball's